found out after I finished the last episode that the gorilla arms don't allow you to use body restricted weapons, so I reloaded my quick save and didn't buy them at all. So we've got no arm mods again. So I'll probably use that money to buy the apartment in Haywood. But what I think we'll do in this episode, we're going to head back to Watson. There are a couple of gigs in Watson, just because Regina has so many gigs that we've hardly scratched the surface of. We'll go and take care of these 2 gigs, because she doesn't pay very well, so I guess to get to her well-paid gigs we need to do a bit more. And then we'll head back to our apartment to check out this Bartmoss Collective thing. And then we'll spend some time catching up with the journal and the shards that we've maybe missed, that we maybe need to just do a little bit of catching up on. We'll grab this Delamain thing as well, so yeah. We'll bounce around Watson a bit, and then next episode we'll head to Haywood, pick up the new apartment, and start doing some gigs for Padre, because we really need to make a start on these. And there's a bunch of there's loads of side jobs here. That beat on the brat is within our level apparently. There's all these cyber psycho quests here. So yeah, that's what we'll do. I've changed my clothes a bit. I had some stuff, like I had these trousers, and this jacket was in that I bought was for level 35, so after we leveled up we got that. A bit of like blue and pink with a bit of black. I think it looks pretty nice. It's a bit out there, but I think it matches our hair and everything. It looks pretty sick. I've changed our weapons loadout. I've got rid of the Lizzie. I crafted the Chaos to Legendary. I'm not sure what we'll use in the other slots at the minute. We'll stick with the Satara. And I'm going to give the Necomata a try. It'd be nice to use the sniper rifle for a bit. So when we level up, we'll spend the next 4 points getting body up to 10, and then we'll invest in reflexes after that. We've got 15 more points until we hit max level, so I think body at 10 and reflexes at 12 would be a good target. We'll maybe start putting some points into tech weapon stuff, the charge, the extra damage, the multiplier, yeah, don't shoot automatically, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's the plan. Let's tag the quest. Let's tag the quest. We'll start with this one that's in Kabuki, and I need to do some more exploration vertically, and Kabuki is probably a good place to do that, so we'll go here and then we'll maybe do some exploring on the rooftops. Seriously, what is it with this, man? There we go. Let's hop in our beautiful Rayfield. Oh, that doesn't get old. Let's choose some different music. Let's go body heat. Why not? Oh my god. Yeah, we need Regina's gigs to pay us a bit better, so... Get moving, people! Seriously! Come on, my. This is so nice to drive first person. It's kind of out of control, but feels nice. Recording check. Don't crash into anyone. Come on, people. I've got money to make. can't do handbrake turns in it. It just grips too well. Oh, dude, chill out. Oh. Wait, isn't... Yeah, there's tiger claws over here as well. We can take these guys out. I like that song as well, damn it. Oi!
Take it out the trash!
Alright. We can just be puppet master here. I don't even need these really, do I? Oh, I can't be bothered working this out, man. Oi! You're alright, friend. And he's gone. Okay, a conversation between... Oh, Jotaro again, man. It's a shame I did the Jotaro quest so early because... it would have been nice to kill him after seeing all the havoc he'd wrought throughout the area, right? And it would have meant a bit more, maybe. Alright, got some deets from the NCPD boys who... We know who's talking. It's Evan Flakes. Know him, boss. That's the gonk at stall 13. Thing is, Gonk's gone, so I sent some people after him. Check his pad, check his family. Come on, you know the drill. Also, got that warehouse. Check that too. Make it a fucking spectacle. Word's got to get around. Sure thing. Oh, damn it, Jotaro. Oh, there was another guy in here. Fair enough. There was an access point as well, right? With Evan and Martha. I fucked up, I fucked up, I fucked up. I trusted that cop. Anna Hamill. Promised me protection if I spilled about biz in Kabuki Market. Fuck. Evan, I told her everything. Why? Now the NCPD won't protect me. Said the funds are there for it. And she's sorry. Tigers will have my head because of the fucking NCPD. They're gonna kill me, Martha. They know I'm dead. You naive leadhead. Go to the port in Wellsprings. You'll help me? Quit wasting time, dipshit. Just go. Thank you, thank you. Can't find me in town if I'm on a boat instead. Unlucky, mate. Oh, wait, where the hell is it? Is it the computer or something? Oh, right, it's just here. Give me the money. Alright. BD7A, 1C, E9. Nope. E9. Nope. E9. Let's see. Got it. Thank you. I'm out of here. Unlucky Evan. Alright, let's see what this gig's all about.
Welcome to N54 News. I'm Jillian Jordan, and here's what's happening
Okay, this
in
place
the world
looks kind of
today.
secured, so...
The last active photovoltaic solar farms have been decommissioned in Nevada and Utah.
This is near the Oho
Solar
Club,
power
the Ho-Oh
generation,
Club, right?
once seen as the future of clean
there's a
energy
parking
in
space over
America,
here.
has suffered significant setbacks in today's more extreme climate. The layer of dust suspended in our atmosphere, a result of the Himalayan wars, has limited the amount of solar radiation reaching the Earth's surface. More importantly, the increasing regularity of hurricanes and sandstorms caused frequent and costly damage to most solar farms. Unsurprisingly, wind power has fared just as poorly. The number of active turbines has plummeted by 63% over the last 15 years alone. It appears Q2 will remain the uncontested leader in the energy sector for the foreseeable future. In mainland Europe and the Mediterranean, the humanitarian crisis has grown worse. According to the latest report, as much as 20% of the continent is no longer suitable for human habitation.
Wow.
Temperatures in Sicily, Malta, and the Cyclades have reached as high as 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Air pollution in Poland, Bulgaria, and Romania now exceeds the continent's average by more than 2,000%. However, heads of state in France, England, and Germany have issued a joint statement in which they preclude the option of government intervention. Their statement reads, quote, "Interference by government authority is interference in the free market. The disruption of natural market mechanisms only serves to hinder the optimal path for solutions to current problems." End quote. In other news, China has become the first country in the world to formally ban the use of human-controlled road vehicles. From now on, Chinese citizens can use only autonomous vehicles approved by government regulators. State-validated self-driving vehicles will be limited to pre-authorized routes, such as a person's commute to and from work.
Wow.
The Chinese government has given citizens a week to report all manually operated vehicles still in use, and to submit all bicycles for installation with state-issued GPS tracers.
Bicycle?
Thank you for watching N54 News.
That's
Join us again
crazy.
next time.
On brand, I suppose, though. Right. Right, now... Like, Kabuki, the buildings are only like 3 stories tall. Right, and just... There we go.
Got a Soviet fixer in town. Our client wants to show some hospitality. Get to know our unexpected guest. Go to the port in Kabuki, pop a GPS on our comrade's ride. Car came with him all the way from the USSR.
Okay.
More info attached.
Stealth.
Don't walk.
I can do that. That's an Arendite, right? Agent Saboteur placed GPS tracker on Mikhail Akilov's car at Kabuki port. When a top Soviet fixer, Mikhail Akilov, landed in Night City, it generated a lot of buzz in the biz. So far, says he's just in town to cut a small-time deal. USSR's premium fixer in town to personally handle minor league gigs at any stakes. Yeah, can't say I'm convinced either. So what's his game? Why Night City? My client needs answers to these questions and more. They want to follow his every step on Night City soil, and that's why you need to plant a GPS tracker on our dear comrade's car and keep it clean and quiet. Got ya. Right. Right, Right, let's have a look. So there are those pipes, so if we could get up a bit higher. Nice. Do some hacking from up. Yeah, there we go. What are these going to be? Scavs? No affiliation, just mercenaries, I guess. Is it a breach? Yeah, camera shut down. Okay. We only need these bottom two, really. Seven A BD 7A no 7A BD 7A 55 1C. We're doing this quietly, so we don't need the other one. Oh, he had a name. Leopold something. We got a camera shut down. There's a bunch of guards. So when you see guards stood together like this, they usually have a conversation and then split up, right? Rick Young. Loads of cameras. I'm not sure we can really get up from these pipes. Maybe. Ah, it's just dodgy. The question is whether I can get up there. It might not. It's probably on the ground floor, isn't it? So. I think we've hit our maximum tags. Oh! Oh, God. Right, ooh, we've got some goodies down there. Worker. We've not triggered like the entrance point for the quest. So we need to jump down basically. Damn it, I was really hoping it was going to pay off coming up this high. It really hasn't. If anything, we're just at risk of dying. So system reset can be used in a stealthy way, right? So it is an option. We've got some shards. Is there an easy way down? Only one way to find out. Oh, Jesus. Hello there, friend. Can't tag anyone else, unfortunately. Is that a robot? Alright. I don't like this sniper being here. One little bit.
goddamn optics!
Dude, are you serious? Alright, whatever. Let's be quick, yeah? Shit. Yes, it is. You know, let's see.
Oh, goddamn optics!
I'm just going for it, man. Wow, he just came back to life. So, it's in a the vehicle's in a container. I should have guessed that, right? Maybe one of these ones. Can we maybe scan each container? Yeah, let's strafe around the edge here. Oh, hello!
Second time in a week.
Wow. Now there was some gear here, so... That's a trap we could set. That's cool. That's a bit annoying.
Second time in a week.
Now there was a worker back here. There was some gear back here, right?
For it, buddy. Install at your own risk. Available only on Braindance. Stores now.
The vampire prince. Can we squeeze out here? Looks like it. Yeah, let's just jump the fence, dude.
Perfect. Silent and effective, just like in the movies. Except we don't make that sort of scratch, but can't have everything, right? Gig closed.
Alright, let's maybe explore Kabuki a little bit. Quiet and smooth, that's how it's done, thanks V. There's a little token of my appreciation waiting for you at the drop point. Check it out when you get a chance. Yeah, sure. I think, from what I remember, from when we were there for Jackie's friender, I think Haywood might be quite low in terms of building height, so we might be able to explore a bit in that sense over that way. Hey, I can see an access point. Ride the roofs, baby.
As a reminder that the use of firearms to advance through traffic is prohibited by the law.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Whoa!
Don't walk.
Escorts cannot be held liable for the safety and well-being
Thanks,
of
Regina.
passengers.
Seriously, where's my reward?
Walk.
Alright, oh yeah, there are a bunch of cars that we could get here. Probably not worth it. Oh, there's that dinky little apartment. Yeah, we might as well get that. And there's a pistrophe. We've been, like, alerted for that a million times, so... Oh wait, and have we ever visited this Ripper dock? I really don't think we have, so...
Walk. Walk. Walk.
Let's go back on the rooftops, man. Oh! Oh wait, hostile? Think we can make that jump, guys? Yeah, we can. There's a bunch of drones up here, what the hell? That was a bit ambitious! Oh, landed on a trash can. Wow. I got my underpants in a bunch. Me knickers in a twist. Oh, where is this Ripper? Yeah, there we go. This is suspicious.
To the nearest door for a taste of sweet, sweet, sweet clean speed.
Oh wait, is it...
What's the word around Kabuki? Any juicy deets?
Ho ho, are there? While back, some badges rolled in. Thought they were gonna sweep the place. Check my permit. Turns out, they were looking for some Soviet spy. How's that for drama? Wonder what those Ruskies are up to.
Looking to get chipped.
Glad to hear it. Let's get you set up.
Let's see what this guy's got for us. You've got rare arm stuff. He's got a lot of nervous system buffs. Nah, Karenzakov. We can't get rid of the synaptic accelerator. I don't think he has. You need 14 for nano relays. Alright, that's not amazing. Got 4 different hands things. Oh, he's got a... Okay. But ours is only a rare. He sells a legendary co-processor. Interesting. Bit of a waste of money at this moment, but I'll remember that he's got it. He's got loads of skeleton mods. So... what have we got? Bionic joints. Dense marrow. Health increase 20%. So what, that'd be like an extra 60 health. That reduced recoil is nice though. So at the minute we've got Lynx paws. Allows you to run, move and run more quietly. The sound of your footsteps won't carry as far. What? 54,000? Didn't even realise that was a thing. That's crazy. Blood pumps, adrenaline boosters. Wow, that paw thing sounds amazing. Okay, he's not got any great decks, so okay, I'll keep those paws in mind, but we can only have one thing, and the double jump is like pretty much vital to exploration. Right, can we get back on the rooftops maybe? Look at all this movie. And we're by the water, so. No! Oh.
Don't make trouble. Be
That's cool, man. I need to make sure I explore like this a bit more often.
Walk.
Let's maybe head up on these roofs and see what we can find. Yeah, we can just climb everywhere. Sick. Oh! It's like first-person Spider-Man. Mirror's Edge, anyone? Okay, mess that one up. Why walk down the street when you can just climb everywhere? Everyone's having a great time! This is near where the fist fight was, right? And where we got the guy from the fridge, the surgeon. Don't mind me.
Protection for every occasion.
Not too high.
총기를 보유하신 분들에게 알려드립니다. 추억을 위한 총기가 주시기 바랍니다.
Parkour! Oh god. Oh! That was close. Oh god. There we go. Yeah, this is where we had the fist fight. Cool. Alright, I think we've kind of run out of rooftops a little bit here. Well, maybe not. We could probably get up there. Yeah, let's try and get up there. Sorry. There we go. Excuse me. Oh, this is Judy's apartment, right? Yeah. Yeah, I kind of run out of rooftops here. Let's drive in, because you do sometimes need a car for these epistrophe missions. What did I hit? I'm not gonna drive this car all the time, it's just... It's pretty unbeatable. Yeah, handbrake turns are just useless. It's too grippy. It's around here somewhere. Maybe it's parked up somewhere. No, we're out of range. I'm just gonna go where the original marker is, which is in here. Hello!
Stop where you are!
Easy. Easy, here to help.
Not one step closer!
Hey! Slow down.
Leave me be!
This is the wrong car for off-road. He's on the run! Come on, dude, you're not even going that fast. Seriously, dude, where are you taking me? Oh dear.
Well, there you have it.
I'm grateful, V. I've managed to re-establish contact with the vehicle.
Shock therapy works wonders sometimes.
I'm sending a tow truck and a share of your fee. Yet only one of those is going to your credit account. Ha ha ha.
Haha. Right, we got one more left. We did the one in Pacifica. Where's the last one? Oh, it's over here, right? Where the hell are we? We're on the edge of the Badlands or something? Kind of. Okay, let's head over to the thievery, maybe? Man, I don't think we're going to get back to our apartment in time. I think we head straight back, to be honest. Then, because I want to be able to do a bunch of reading and stuff, so... Let's head home. We've not been back for ages. It's a beautiful day. Let's not do any more mercenary work. Wow, it looks completely different here with all the rocks and stuff. Man, this city's just unbelievably big, isn't it? Like, just areas I've never been to. In Watson. Oh, I like Kabuki Roundabout. We didn't kill anyone. Yeah. I got carried away. Yeah, there's a bit of handbrake. Nice. I like this song, man. Oh, there we go. Is that Regina's? No, that's probably Delamain. Here we got the Chaos, shotgun, and the Nekomata with a like an infrared scope, isn't it? I think. Oh yeah, we've got to check out the thing with the cat as well. I've forgotten about that.
Real blood
dripping meat.
Slaughterhouse, satisfy your instincts.
Alright, let's go see what's happening with this cat. I think I just heard it.
Hey, look. See that?
See what? Hello!
Well, there it is.
There what is? Hello, Nibbles. This isn't the kind of thing where I have to feed it all the time, right? No. Thank God. check ourselves out in the mirror, see what we look like. Been a while. Yeah, this jacket is a bit out there, but... Stop meowing, cat. Four tank men. Oh, from Panem. Oh, Panam. Look what I found. The fools look handsome, even though you can tell by the look in their eyes they've seen war. Or maybe I'm seeing things, I don't know. Anyway, thought you might like that. Oh, and the dog's name is Shorty, by the way. No way. Awesome. That's cool. Okay, Bartmoss Collective, yeah? Reward for any info on Swedenborg. Best ISIS. I'll pay for any info about Swedenborg Riviera's true identity. Just need to investigate the site, so... Ah. Hello, my name is Bess ISIS, and I'm an independent journalist. I ended up here after our recent after the recent incident at Helvetia you might have heard about. Who exactly is the man that inspired the attacker, the man you all practically worship? Have you ever wondered who Swedenborg Riviera actually is? I know I have. But here's the deal, I'm willing to pay for any info that might help unravel this mystery. Don't hesitate to get in touch. Nice try. You think we'd betray our leader to a corpo slut like you? Even if I knew something, I wouldn't tell you shit. Don't help this woman. Corpse wants to silence our leader. First you call her a corpo slut, then you use woman. Real gentleman right here. I heard that Swedenborg was a high-ranking corpo and he dismantled the system from within. But then they found him out and now he's shacked up somewhere on the Mosquito Coast in Nicaragua. Congratulations, you've all managed to break about half of the forum rules. I'd be lying if I said I was sad to close this thread. What else is here? Corporate oppression will end when you stop oppressing yourself. This is one of Swedenborg Riviera's most poetic aphorisms. He shows us that in reality we are the drivers of our own actions. If workers unite, the towers of capitalistic oppression will fall. We must do everything in our power to achieve that. When corporate tyranny ends, the worker will no longer be dehumanized. I implore you, Advent, I implore you, the anti-capitalist discourse of Swedenborg Riviera is much more complicated than it seems. He's undoubtedly here referring to an existential crisis, weaving together threads from Heidegger and Jaspers. Reading both of them may provide you with critical insight. I love this quotation. It brings tears to my eyes every time I read it. Don't shit yourselves thinking too hard. Fuck nerds. Humanity is nothing more than a Ponzi scheme behind a veil of tears. New life, new pants. Socialise the means of production, replace corporations with collectives, throw in a bit of rationally oriented management and this whole global pyramid scheme will collapse on itself. I can't wait for the communo-eco-cyber revolution led by Swedenborg. Do you really have to interpret everything through a neo-Marxist lens? You wouldn't notice Schopenhauer if Swedenborg smacked you in the head with the world as will and representation. A cinerum. Okay, Latin, great. You can stick Schopenhauer up your pretty little butthole. Okay, so anti-establishment, socialist. Best weapon against neoliberalism is uninterrupted meditation. Does this even warrant an explanation? Meditation here is a metaphor for worker unity. Fear of a corrupt government controlled by tyrannical megacorps has led to a mutated strain of pathological hyper-neoliberalism. We can't let them bully us into fear. It's time we throw off our corporate yoke. Dismantling the mechanisms of capital accumulation or hyper-capitalism. Do we really need to fight neoliberalism? I'm not an evolutionist, but I believe humanity should go forward, not backward. Progress is a benefit in and of itself. Once I meditated, then I woke up. The coherency in Swedenborg's philosophy is irrefutable. How has he not already sparked a revolution? What is Arasaka or Militech in the face of united opposition? In my view, it's an elaboration of the philosophy of peaceful struggle. The word meditation should not be taken literally. The path, perseverance, and humility is not easy, but bears the sweetest fruit. Interesting. And the last one, when money exchanges hands, your true self becomes a victim to capitalism. Truth is hidden in simplicity. Every transaction, every transfer of funds is linked to the progressive assimilation of the individual into the machine of capital. Swedenborg Riviera understands that such moments disrupt the human being's ontological balance, if it's not subjected to symbolic annihilation of being altogether. Why does everyone hate neo-capitalism so much? Whatever your stance on them, corporations are long-term institutions that guarantee the stability of the social order. In fact, it's capitalism that has liberated the worker to be free to shape their own destiny. How is that bad? Go buy a dictionary. Yeah, that's not entirely true. They're corrupt governments more than corporations now, right? The truth is that we're being ruled by the neo-bourgeois class. They're the ones who possess capital and the means of production. Class divisions are even deeper than they were at the beginning of the 20th century, but nobody ever talks about that. Swedenborg for Prez. Your meowing is starting to bother me. Can we pet the cat? No. Right, what time are we on? Right, let's head into the journal. And we need to read this actually, because we had a main quest. So, this is what it feels like. Walking into the afterlife. Like you built it. High-fiving a random punk who knows your name. Getting a drink on the house or a discount at the Ripper Docks. Sure, they might be small things, but it all adds up to something bigger. One thing's for damn sure, you're not just some nobody anymore. I don't know what the maximum street cred is. Feels like this hasn't leveled up for ages, so we might be at the max level. Johnny wants you to find a way into Mikoshi on an Arasaka soul prison for constructs where you can undergo a procedure to separate yourself from Silverhand. Once that's over, he wants to celebrate by blowing up Mikoshi and freeing the constructs. It's a natshit crazy plan, but what's the alternative? You're learning more and more about the biochip, but you're still nowhere closer to having it removed without getting yourself killed in the process. With blackouts and glitches becoming more frequent, the outlook isn't exactly the sunniest. The race against time has started, with the stakes being no less than your life. Crap, so many articles, technology, notes, cyberpsychos, other literature, leaflets, people of Night City, poetry, religion and philosophy. Okay, so it's mostly things from World that we've not read and that might be of interest to us. So let's... Okay, we've read a good amount. We've got... Yeah, let's try and make our way through these. Okay, so mega buildings, unification war. Let's start with the day the tower... No, let's start with the Fourth Corporate War, actually. It's truly remarkable that the large-scale bloodshed of the Fourth Corporate War began first as a simple rivalry between two exploitation corporations, Sino and OTEC. Both companies vied the controlling stake of the failing IHA Corporation. OTEC commissioned Militech to secure its business interests and perform certain special operations. Sino, in turn, signed a cooperation agreement with the Arasaka Corporation with a similar aim. When circumstances at last called for both colossal and prideful security corps to clash in open combat, the Fourth Corporate War had officially begun. Yet, as is usually the case with corporate conflicts, the onset proved subtle. Arasaka disables a Militech transport, Militech allegedly eliminates a high-ranking official of an Arasaka client, both sides engage in frequent sabotage and data theft operations. Netrunners from both sides infiltrate data forts and sow confusion, gather intel and cause chaos in the stock markets. Though none would have thought it possible in those early months, the Arasaka-Militech conflict truly jeopardized the stability of the world economy, making the threat of complete economic collapse all too real. For this reason, Netwatch introduced a communications embargo on both corporations. This did little to slow the conflict's pace, however. Yeah, the stages of the war had different names, like the Hot War and the Metal War and all that kind of stuff. While Sino and Otek had unilaterally reached a settlement through peace talks, tensions between Arasaka and Militech continued to rise. This separation from the ocean dispute marks the beginning of the Fourth Corporate War's second phase, the so-called Shadow War. Military clashes between Militech and Arasaka were notoriously bloody, brutal, and without mercy. They waged their most damaging campaigns on the net. Arasaka and Militech netrunners launched attacks with the help of viruses that were often highly experimental. What's more, they created lethal ice measures and AI-like programs that could lurk in dark corners of the net for long periods to launch strikes at the most opportune times. By the second half of 2022, Arasaka and Militech entered into the final phase of the conflict, where both sides used every resource and strategy at their disposal. The hot war had begun. Around this time, the net that the world had known for years ceased to exist, and mercenaries hired by both corps were slaughtered in open warfare by cutting-edge weapons tech. Then, in the war's most shocking and iconic turning point, the coup de grace came when an unknown group of mercenaries detonated a nuclear device at Arasaka's Night City headquarters. Shortly after the blast, bowing under increased pressure from the Japanese government, Arasaka laid down its arms and withdrew from many of its strategic positions, but most notably in Night City. Victory belonged to Militech, but it came at a heavy cost. And that kind of leads into the day the tower fell, right? Okay, in early August 2023, a single event would change the course of history, although it fell against the bloody backdrop of the Fourth Corporate War. Global media still fed on the story for weeks, and could you blame them? A group of terrorists detonated a nuclear bomb, blowing Arasaka Tower to pieces. The terrorists' warning came too late. Not all of the tower's employees could be evacuated. The blast itself killed and wounded thousands, while countless others died from radiation sickness. How did the biggest terrorist attack in the 21st century happen? Who was behind the catastrophe? To find the answers, we need first to understand the context of that era. The early 2020s was a period of unrest for Night City, and anti-corporate sentiment was at an all-time high. In the epicenter of the city's lawlessness stood the Atlantis Club. It was seen as an island of resistance against the powers that be. Primarily megacorps like Militech or Biotechnica, though a special place in hell was reserved for Arasaka, the Japanese arms manufacturing Zaibatsu that held the most influence over Night City. The kinds of people who frequented the Atlantis felt that corporations had hijacked the future and turned people into consumer slaves, and ironically deprived of the two things capitalism loved most, freedom and choice. These people called themselves edge runners. They positioned themselves against the corporate world order. They declared their own freedom and opposition to the status quo. But deprived of any peaceful way to meaningfully change what they called the system, they reached for more radical methods of self-expression, and these people were no strangers to violence. And yeah, Bartmoss in the first net. Chapter 1, the Apocalypse, the Fall of the First Net. His name was Raish Bartmoss. Everyone knows who destroyed the first net. The real question is why. Netwatch branded him a criminal and an outlaw. The media called him a madman. Is either label correct? You be the judge. Below is a previously unpublished letter which Bartmoss put out just before the release of Rabbids. Why has this document only just now emerged? Well, someone out there didn't want you, my dear readers, to ever lay eyes on it. All the more reason to take a deep dive into the information available to us. Maria Jimenez. The first net was supposed to save us. It would serve as a platform for those without a voice. It would offer unlimited knowledge to those who hungered for it. It would bring a fractured humanity closer together than ever before in our history. But these hopes were hollow, false. The net spread its tendrils around the globe faster than anyone could have predicted, before anyone could even consider the full range of consequences. This information superhighway turned out to be our path straight to hell. We were robbed of our privacy, deprived of our free will, and stripped of our dignity. It was supposed to save us, but now even the net itself can't be saved. It was moulded by the corpse with sharp edges, spikes and traps at every corner. Think of the net as a stream of water that flows gently into our minds before freezing, swelling, and destroying us from the inside out. But remember this about ice. As hard as it may be, it's surprisingly brittle. One well-placed strike and it shatters into a million tiny pieces. Watch out. Today, Watch out today and you'll see just what I mean. Raish Bartmoss. Yeah. I think I was speaking about this in the previous episode, how the internet, the real life internet, has kind of had a similar thing where it's just kind of a cluster of advertising and data gathering and corporate influence, right? Okay, the Unification War for gonks. The Unification War is the most recent armed conflict to take place in North America since the collapse, lasting from January 69 to June 70. Although the Unification War is formally recognized as a war between the new United States and the governments of the Free States, most scholars also classify the conflict as a corporate war. It's well known that the NUSA was backed by Militech hardware, personnel and other resources, whereas the Free States received significant yet tacit support of the Arasaka Corporation. The Unification War is also sometimes referred to as the Metal Wars or Metal Wars, in reference to the wide use of armoured cavalry units, so-called panzers. The bloodiest battle in the Unification War was the Battle of Ridgecrest. In just one day, at least 3,000 people were reportedly killed. Northern California and Southern California were on opposite sides of the war, allied with the Free States and the NUSA respectively, while Night City maintained a position of neutrality. The Unification War ended when all parties signed the Treaty of Unification in Arvin, SoCal. Both sides claimed victory, the Free States emphasizing that they preserved their independence and the NUSA boasting that they were closer than ever to reunifying a divided American people. The end of the Unification War, however, was not an end to the conflict at large. The leading AI analytics software predicts another hot war will likely break out by 2080 with 74% confidence. So the Latin America wars, the LATAM wars, were one of the reasons why the United States fell apart, because it was the Gang of Four, which was comprised... Anyway, I think that's going to go into it, but the idea is like America wanted to become like imperialist and conquer territories, basically. As a direct result of the armed conflicts on US soil from the early 1990s until the early 2000s, Latin America, comprising South and Central America, remodeled itself into a strong federation of independent nations, bound through mutual aid and cooperation. The US's military presence was forced from Latin American territories, with the exception of Panama, where it stood its ground despite fierce pressure from guerrilla forces. Many researchers and contemporary historians maintain that, in fact, the LATAM wars were responsible for the US's eventual collapse, breaking up the Gang of Four, the CIA, FBI, DEA, and NSA, and decimating the US Army. However, it's important to bear in mind that no external conflict could have toppled the colossus of American imperialism were it not already built on clay foundations. Yeah, that explains everything I was talking about. Okay, in the shadow of mega buildings, one could say we're living in stable times. The Fourth Corporate War is ancient history, the Unification War is over and done with, and Night City is a free city. A jewel embedded between two Californias. Living here, you might have the impression that everything's okay in the world, but look around. The world's not okay. Despite technological recession between 2020 and 2040 reducing global pollution levels, humanity is still facing monumental existential threats. Climate change has turned into climate disaster, its effects are irreversible and dangerously unpredictable. Hurricanes, tornadoes, droughts, floods, natural catastrophes are growing in strength and frequency across the continent, leveling entire regions. Access to clean water is becoming increasingly more scarce, as well as fertile land. Hunger and starvation still reaps a bloody human harvest in Asia and Africa, where corporations had no interest in building vertical, hydroponic farms. Meanwhile, advances in cyber modification have given rise to a new problem, cyberpsychosis, and though we've all been aware of cyberpsychosis for over half a century and know that incidents of cyberpsychosis are inextricably linked to a person's level of implantation, we still don't know why some are more prone to carrying out violent attacks than others. Let's not also forget the more serious issue of mass inequality, record high crime rates, including in places like Night City, and social unrest linked to immigration in almost every corner of the world. So I ask you again, look around. You see all these problems in Night City already. Maybe you're standing in the shadow of a mega building and you think Night City's Night City. The rest of the world don't affect me, right? Right? Interesting. Okay, and yokai, Japanese demons of yesterday and today. We'll read this one, this will be the last one. They make their homes on mountaintops, in rivers and oceans, on city streets, and on every mega building floor with the number 4 in it, even in your washing machine or info visor. Some appear in concrete places, while others simply haunt a specific person. They're there when you hear a strange noise in the middle of the desert. They're there when you feel like someone's watching you, although there's not a soul in sight. They're there when you glimpse something out of the corner of your eye, something nobody else seems to notice. But you were just at the Ripper Docks for your checkup. The yokai first appear in Japanese literature in the year 797. These mysterious beings, though closely linked to the invisible realm of the dead, have been alive in the Japanese consciousness from the very birth of animism. It's not the Japanese belief in the yokai, they simply know the yokai exist. I've not played all... I played the intro, but... what's it called? It's a Souls-like that's set in Japan. Neo, right, that has stuff to do with the yokai in, right? In addition to phantoms, ogres, and other mysterious phenomena, yeah, and they come up in Sekiro as well. The yokai also include a group of shape-shifting demons called Obake, or Bakemono. Bakemono, I don't know how to pronounce it, are said to sometimes take the form of a faceless person, a one-eyed scarecrow, or an animal. It's said that when a cat reaches a certain age, it becomes a Baneko. These yokai are able to walk on their 2 hind legs, speak and dance, assume human form, or even devour their owners and take their place. The Baneko sometimes... Bakeneko. Yeah, there you go. The Bakeneko sometimes visit people in their sleep, or even wake the dead. All they have to do is hop over a corpse to bring it suddenly back to life. However, the demons are capable of much, much more. One should exercise extreme caution around a double-tailed cat. This is a Nekomata, interesting, a yokai with shamanic and necromantic capabilities, able to place curses on people and control the dead. In its human form, a Nekomata resembles an old woman, one often addicted to some substance or other, and with an eerie, disturbing air about her. However, let me assure American readers of this book, today, the most likely place you'll find a Bakeneko is in the form of lucky Manikai Neko figurines. After all, real cats are an even rarer sight these days than your average yokai. I think we've seen... Have we got one of these in our apartment? Ah! Evil spirits. Right guys, we'll leave that episode there. I hope you enjoyed it. Did a bit more work for Regina. It's raining again. We did a bit of vertical exploration. We progressed the Delamain quest, and we've got something to go to for this Bartmoss quest. So we'll call Bez Isis in the next episode, and maybe probably head over to Haywood. So hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a like if you did, and just remember, everyone, never trust an on crate. I'll see you next time.